Build it, build it, build it, build it. Now get it off of you. Boom. There it is. That's what we need. It's a different feel because you're deliberately making more pressure in the, like you're making more pressure in the chest cavity. You're making more pressure within the legs. You're making more pressure with the arms. But you're almost making. I think a spring load my body. That might be the best way of putting it. You're creating so much tension. You're making your body a spring.
Okay.
So when it touches the chest, you're having to hold it a little bit longer. It just builds more and more and more. And then when they call press, boom, it's off. That's what I try to think of. I think that might be the best way of putting it. Like you're almost like spring loading your body, get it off of your chest.
Okay. Guys, what's going on? This is Ben. I just got done with deadlifts, bench press. We're at Primal Strength and Performance. This is the owner, Blake. Okay. And being that me and Louise, we work out primarily at Gold's Gym, there's a whole bunch of equipment that I am not familiar with. So we're in the accessory area. Blake's gonna give us the breakdown. Okay, so Blake, please take it away.
All right. So you got here your reverse hyper machine. So the whole point of this machine is to work the entirety of the posterior chest. You can do more of a heavy load, or you can keep it lighter and go for spinal decompression. And
It's okay, bro. No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
yeah, you want me to demonstrate?
Sure. Hit it.
So what you do here is you want to put your ankles in here. You want to maintain tension on the ankles at all times. It's very important because if you don't maintain tension on the ankles, it's going to come and it's going to hit you in the shins. It's not fun. So as you swing back, your posterior chain is engaged, and as you let it come forward with some momentum, it will decompress your spine when there's load. Honestly, even this is a pretty good back pump.
Okay. So even with the no weight, you're still feeling the stretch in the spine.
Yes, I feel it. Well, I feel the pump in my spine. You don't really feel the stretch in your spine until it jackknifes you.
Until it okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
basically, you have to have some load on there to get it to do that.
let me see. So I set up. I'm right here, and swing forward, and I keep the ankles engaged.
Yep.
Correct.
You really feel it in the glutes and lower erectors.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like I said, I mean, people load up 400 or 500 pounds on there just to work the posterior chain as an exercise. I don't do that.
Okay.
I prefer the spinal decompression. It's almost relaxing.
That's important. Oh yes, definitely. Okay, perfect. And of course, we have our leg press. We have so this is a different type of belt squat that I've seen.
My understanding is it is a Matt Winning style.
Okay.
Matt Winning's the one that may have coined this. Don't quote me. So it has a 1-to-1 ratio to your squat. So one of the issues with like a pitch shark is you have to load up 1,000 pounds to be able to get a decent workout. So you're loading plates for days. Because this has a 1-to-1 ratio to your squat, 300-400 pounds.
I get
all
it.
you need.
I get it. Okay. Well, 300, 400 pounds for you, sir. Okay. You know,
Easier than 1,000 pounds.
I'm not about that life yet. Okay. I'm working up to it. That's awesome, sir. That's awesome.
You see the lever is not near as long, so that whenever you're lifting it, it's loaded directly over you.
Right.
So it's directly underneath your hips. So as you squat down with it, versus the pitch shark, you're all the way back here.
Correct.
Because it has a long lever, so physics is working with you.
Okay.
Physics is working against you.
Got it. So the thing about the belt squats is that you're able to work the squat pattern without the load on the spine, right? Now, would you say that this versus the pitch shark or a rogue rhino, that this gives you more or so a more accurate dynamic in regards to your regular barbell squat?
Yes, I would say it would have a better carryover to the squat. You can.
Oh yeah.
I have all of my clients mimic their squat stance as best they can on this machine, specifically for that reason.
All right, outstanding. Okay, so you were explaining to me what this is per se, and I know what it is. I've seen it. It's just that I don't use it. So.
Glute ham raise?
Okay. Yes.
All right. So honestly, even these kind of wreck me, and I've been doing them for years. So just like a Nordic curl, the execution is the exact same.
Okay.
And then you can also use it for Roman chair sit-ups.
Okay.
If you want a good ab workout,
Right.
rotate right on here. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Outstanding. Perfect. All right. And we already have a good idea what this is. This is the accessory that my coach, Mr. McClain, programs for me that I never do.
That's why you made the face.
I always skip out on it. I'm guilty. Okay. But, okay. So this is, your hip thrust machine. Okay. You'll see various different versions of this at other gyms. Some might call it a booty builder. Okay. Right. Because that's what, the gram has made it known for. But apparently, what my coach says is that this is an awesome carryover into squats. I don't like, and I get it. Works the glutes. All right, Sir Blake, am I missing out?
No, you're pretty much hit the nail on the head there. The
All
only
right.
thing that I think is a little bit different about it
Yeah.
is because of the way it's designed, it actually increases your range of motion. So you get, if you, versus doing a barbell hip thrust from the ground, you probably get at least double the range of motion, if not triple the range of motion with someone short like me.
Okay. Are we about the same height? Almost.
Just, yeah, you got
Almost.
an inch or two on me.
Almost. Okay. I need to take some tips from you regarding the bench press because I saw what you were doing, and I need to take some notes and then go back to the drawing board. But okay. So, and last but not least, I see this so much, especially in a lot of like USAPA lifting videos. What exactly is this, and how would I utilize it?
The machine, the one that he's on, or the one in the corner?
That one.
So that is called a monolift.
Okay.
So it has exactly what it sounds, mono. It is just for squatting and only squatting. It is designed so that you don't have to walk out your squats.
You just lift it up.
Yep.
Correct.
You absolutely just lift it up.
Okay.
I can.
But-
Oh wait, I don't want to. We can go this way.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right.
So basically, what you would do is you would stand up with the bar, and then when you stand up with the bar and it's no longer on these hooks, I would release this here,
Okay.
and it's actually going to swing out.
So you would need 2 people to work this.
That is correct.
Okay. That's what my main question was.
Yes.
Because we have this at one of the powerlifting gyms over in the valley, and I tried. I'm like, what do I do? Okay. I was on it, and I was like, I don't get it.
Yep.
Right. So
So
okay.
you stand out. So I mean, you got people squatting over 1,000 pounds nowadays, and it might take 20 pounds, 30 pounds off their squat just by wasting the energy
Correct.
to walk it out.
Correct.
So we want to see people lift as much as they can.
Okay.
So that's pretty much the idea of the mono. And then also, you got your Kevlar straps here as your safeties. So if you have to bail, you can just shorten your straps here so that it's at your depth, and you just drop the bar in the Kevlar straps.
Okay. Perfect.
And then it also has a hydraulic system to lift it.
Okay. So, thank you so much for your time, Blake. I have a question. Do you do meets here?
Yes, we do. We're actually hosting a competition in 2 weeks. Another.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. So, guys, this is going to be actually at the beginning of the video. So, I did the workout, but this is going to be in the beginning, and then we'll get into my accessories and my workouts later at the end. Okay, just so that you guys can get the full brunt and the information of what's going on at this awesome gym. So, right now, today's the 29th, right? It's about the 20th.
That's about right.
Okay, so I'm going to say that today's the 29th of January. If you're a powerlifter, is it USAPA? Is it
We do not discriminate on any federation. We have
Okay.
WRPF, we have USAPL, we have the IPF lifters here, Powerlifting America with LS here, USPA.
Okay.
We have lifters from every community here.
Okay. All right. So you heard it right here. If you're a powerlifter and you want to come in and test your might, come down to Primal Strength and Performance. What's the name of the comp?
Drug tested Primal Showdown is the one in 2 weeks.
There we go.
3 weeks.
All right. Blake, thank you so much for your time, brother.
Absolutely,
I appreciate
man.
you.
More glutes. There we go. There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing is as we just set up, the way your setup is,
Yeah.
when you give yourself a chance to kind of get set, actually initiate that squeeze. Obviously, you want to try to get the last traps, you want to get everything locked in, just like you did, but you want to make sure you maintain that tightness through every rep. So you want to obviously just rinse and repeat. The biggest thing that I've noticed is that you're going up, extra off the ground, but when we're finishing, you got to make sure we activate those glutes. So you want to think as soon as you break the ground, I want to think glute activation as soon as I break the ground. Couple that with keeping everything tight, just finish it through the game. Finish through, get that squeeze, drop back down, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And you went chocolate, so I mean, that's dope. Like it's good. It looks
Okay.
good. Like,
Yeah.
the second rep was, for me, the second rep was the best rep.
Okay.
That first one, you're like, all right, I'm kind of used to it now. And then the second one, you kind of came through, finishing when I get out glutes, the glutes started clicking. I don't know what you got to look. I wish we had a velocity unit because I feel like you got more velocity than once you really activate the glutes.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, time for. Yeah.
Get 30 pounds more than you need to. That's perfect. There you go.
I can't do math. You know.
No one can do math. No one can do math with kilos.
One more set of this, so I'll focus on glute activation,
Yeah.
and then I got one more set.
Glute activation, and again, since you are a hybrid, the biggest thing, I mean, you don't necessarily have to add more external rotation to the hips. You don't necessarily have to, but in that instance, the thing I really want to make sure I'm doing is once I'm set up, with this type of setup, not necessarily more of a vertical setup, but just more of a vertical bar pattern.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you start getting set, you start getting kind of hard body block, and the first thing does is
Yeah.
here, and then we go there.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that we're locked in, that we wedge first, and then we stand. You know what I'm saying?
Wedge first and then
Wedge
step.
first, then stand.
Okay. Do you want me to bring my knees out more, or?
No, you don't necessarily have to bring about more. You don't really need to do it. Well, I mean, if it helps you in terms of your setup, but your arms are longer than mine, so
Yeah.
your leverages are different. If
Yeah.
it helps to add a little more external rotation to the knees, by all means, go for it. You don't have to necessarily.
Okay.
My thing is, I just want you to just have in the back of your mind more of a vertical setup, so that my bar pack is more vertical.
Okay.
So that we're not having to have a banana rather than more of a straight angle.
Okay. All right, 10-4. I'm gonna take a break now. Okay.
So what happened there, man?
Okay. So, once I start to initiate the pull, once I break the floor, I'm gonna focus on glute activation, chest up, really focusing on bringing my sternum up, and that's gonna be the cue that I'm gonna go into this next set. So, we'll see. This is how the powerlifters do, right? Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh shit! Ah.
Experience that I have with me, the more juicy. That's all I'm saying. Watch. There we go. Second rep, your second rep's always your best rep. I don't know what it is. I think it's getting that initial
Yeah.
out of the way and then like settling in. That's the second rep was really, really good. Like it was. I mean, you can either one, man. That's nice. Good. Got a leg drop. Good. Good. Here we go. Grip. Watch your grip. Grip. There we go. I got you. When you watch the videos, you'll be able to go back and see it. As soon as you're at the top, that grip starts doing this.
Mm-hmm.
When you get back down, it kind of works its way, but it never gets back over. So I'm like, grip. The thing is, you just have to be it'll feel different just because it's in that point of the hand where it's because of this the tension, it forces the hand open. So you got to really be mindful of it. So I almost think of like I don't necessarily aim for the grip. I aim for almost my almost like my pointer finger, like for the nail of my pointing finger as far as my grip goes. I mean, because the more tension you can create, man, it's a world of difference. I mean, because obviously you've benched forever. You probably had to use it as an accessory at some point. I mean, when you're banging out reps, you don't necessarily think about the grip. You know, obviously once you're bodybuilding because it's really just about building everything else but the actual tension. But when you're in a powerlifting mode, you really want to think of taking your time with that grip because every little bit, every little square inch of your body, you can create some type of tension. That's going to give you more power, especially coming off the chest. Okay. So you got to think like I was thinking. No joke. I think of when my squats, I think it's roots up. With my bench, I think it branches down. So I really try to get the branches in there, good tension, really lock in, and almost like recreating the whole feel of a bench shirt. Not like we always like we're getting bench shirts or anything like that, but that feeling when you see a guy benching in the bench shirt, that whole coming back, like you want to recreate that feeling. That's why I'm like, always really lock in, really create that tension. So when you go down, you feel like you feel that the high level of uncomfortability because you created so much tension by the time you got to your chest that when they do call press, it's everything you can do to get it off your chest. Like get this thing off of me. Like I try to make my bench so uncomfortable by the time I touch my chest, like get it off. So I'm creating tension. Like honestly, there's been points where I've created so much tension from squeezing the breath and the brace as I come down. Like I literally like my eyes start bubbling like that. I just like I create so much tension behind the eye. It starts bubbling and I'm just boo, and it goes in that press, boom, get it off.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay, you know what? I'll give it one more set. I think I'm good to go.
And honestly, you don't have to do like you don't have to bang out reps. Just get one single where you just it's gonna feel uncomfortable shit. I'll even lift you off that rate. Just get one solid single. All right. And create as much tension as you can. Dude, sometimes I literally can't see shit. I see white because I created so much tension, like from the breath to my bracing. Building. I mean, because you're creating more tension as your body's creating more tension because you're holding your breath and you're bracing. And then you want to grow that chest. You want to make sure that you lock in. You want this all to be locked in.
Brother, good meeting you, brother.
And don't let go of that breath. When they call it press, then you exhale.
Okay.
So you want to exhale as you press. Exhale once you finish the rep.
Okay.
Good. And right now, we create as much tension. It's like you feel me squeezing on you, that's how you squeeze on that bar. Feel it all the way through, yeah. Build it. Now get it off of you, boom. There it is, that's what we need. It's a different feel because you're deliberately making more pressure in it. Like you're making more pressure in the chest cavity. You're making more pressure within the legs. You're making more pressure with the arms. Like you're almost making. I think a spring load my body. That might be the best way of putting it. You're creating so much tension. You're making your body a spring.
Okay.
So when it touches the chest, you're having to hold it a little bit longer. It just builds more, and then when they call press, boom, it's off. That's what I try to think of. I think that might be the best way of putting it. Like you're almost like spring loading your body to get it off of your chest.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, well.
Little things, man. Because we got the big things down.
Okay.
But they're like, it's not the big things. I mean, obviously, just doing the work, getting in here, knocking stuff out. We do that because that's just what we do. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, not the little things. But the little things are going to separate you from everyone else. And that's just with anything. Right. Same way on stage. Mm-hmm. Those extra sets. Those extra reps. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Conditioning just a little bit more than the next dude. It's the exact same thing. It's just doing little things now. The difference between a dude with an awesome physique and a dude with like an excellent like, oh, he's different. You stand next to a dude like, wait, what's the difference between Ben and that other guy? Well, shit, he's harder. Damn, he's way harder. How? They have the exact same prep. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, well, let's up a little bit more. He took his diet a little bit more seriously. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He uses rest wisely. It's the little things. And it's with powerlifting. It's like, all right. You bench the same thing as Kevin, right? Mm-hmm. What's the difference between you and Kevin? You know what I mean? Like
I
Kevin, you know what I mean? You guys are benching the same thing. You know what I mean? When we get to the meet, why the fuck
Yeah.
does Kevin got 2.5 more kilos than you have, and you both came in with the exact same prep, the exact same. You weighed the same, all that stuff. Well, what's the difference between you and him? Shit, Kevin might got a little bit more rest the day before, and or you know what I mean. When it comes time for bench, Kevin was like, hey, you know what? I need to create more tension, get it off my chest because this judge is gonna hold me a little bit longer. It's just the little things, man. So you want to make sure that the things you can control your grip, you can control your leg drive. You can control how much it sinks into your chest. You can control like how much tension you create off the chest. You can control those things. You can't control the type of judge you have, but you can control the prep all up to that point. You know what I mean? If you've created that much tension, they can hold you for an extra second. It don't matter because all they're doing is just helping you create more tension, more tension, more tension. So then when it comes time to press, it's a wrap. And the thing is, if they hold you, you know what I mean? If they hold you too long, you can rack like, you know, I want to go again. Back on there, and all right, here we go. If you can, like, if they're holding you that too long, all right, I'm gonna re-rack. I got 30 more seconds.
Okay.
Let's go again. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you control, the things you can't control, you can absolutely control those things.
Okay.
The things you can, those variables, can't worry about those. But I mean, my job is to try to make sure you're as close to bulletproof as possible, so whatever they throw at you, you're ready to roll. You know what I mean?
Got it.
So I was being mentally ready, man. It's just the little things now.
Okay, roger that.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I mean, it's all there.
Yeah.
Honestly, this one, he's a good one to watch too, because you guys almost have the exact same build. He's going to be big, like he fits his 5+.
All right, well, there it is, guys. Now we're just going to take a quick walk. Super fast. All right. So, what do we have here? We have various different camber bars. I do not remember what the name of this bar is. It's escaped me. I don't know if this is called a camber bar. Maybe it's called Duffalo. But this is on my list to actually try. Not today, but someday. Someday soon. All right, Louis, let's keep it moving. All right. So, Primal Strength and Performance right here. Right? Okay, so check it out, guys. So, since I've been doing these reviews, I'm getting more of an accurate feel of what makes gyms, what is a high-tier gym, what's not a high-tier gym, what's a gym for your average person, and I'm getting more exposure to high-level gyms, and this is a true, pure powerlifting gym. There are 6 combo racks. There's 6 deadlift platforms. And this is something that I peeped when I first came in. It took me about, I take that back. This is what I peeped within 10 minutes of being in this gym. Check it out right here. So, Louise, you notice this? How many tripods there are?
Yeah, I saw him everywhere.
Okay, so I thought that this was just for like an individual. Like I saw one dude with a tripod. Okay, yeah, badass. You know, he's recording this. These things are everywhere, and I'm gonna say that this isn't for. I'm gonna say this isn't for your Instagrammers. This is because the people who are training here are serious about their lifting technique, and the gym owner Blake has made it so easy for them to have the tools available for them to set up their phone, record their lifts, look back, and then make the corrections. Okay, so we're almost done. So we have our turf, the sled, the yoke, cages, dumbbells, adjustable benches, and more bars. And then your cable setup. That's it. We're wrapping it up at Primal Strength Performance. So let's get into the evaluation. So, cleanliness. Powerlifting gyms, this is what I've noticed. Everything's organized. Everything's in the proper place. The only thing is, powerlifting gym, chalk everywhere. 4 out of 5. Range of equipment. Range equipment, being that I've become more versed at doing these evaluations, going to different gyms, I'm going to start sectioning it off. Powerlifting gym, bodybuilding gym, fitness club, LA Fitness, Gold Gym, whatever. Okay, so this is a powerlifting gym. Range equipment, it has everything that they need for powerlifting. They have 6 combo racks, 6 deadlift stations, free weights. I think they have 1 or 2 treadmills. I'm not necessarily sure, but not too much. And they have all the accessories you need for powerlifting: hip thrusts, GDLs, belt squat. Okay, so that's pretty much all the accessories that you need in order to have a good powerlifting gym. So range of equipment is going to be a 5 out of 5. Pricing, it's going to be $85 a month without a contract, $75 a month with a 1-year contract. Because this is a powerlifting gym, as I said before, it has everything that you need. The pricing is justified. The reason why is because if I was getting ready for a meet, I come at prime hours, 6 p.m. I don't have to fight over a bench, or I don't have to fight over a deadlift station. There's more than enough for everybody, so it's gonna be a 5 out of 5. Accessibility for this being a powerlifting gym. If I was my regular normie, I wouldn't come here. This is gonna be for intermediate to advanced lifters. It's gonna be 4 out of 5. Atmosphere, everyone here is super nice, super knowledgeable, and they're more than willing to help regarding technique, spots, what have you. There's not really no ego here. Okay, everyone here is super humble, ready to rock and roll. As you saw at the beginning, the gym owner, super nice cat. His name is Blake again, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put this plug in. If you guys are in the San Antonio area, come to his meet, support. The atmosphere is gonna be a 5 out of 5. This is going to be a S-tier powerlifting facility. Come check it out. Primal Strength Performance. This has been. We're going to be hitting up the Texas Strength Systems Gym here in San Antonio first thing in the morning. Make sure to be on the lookout for that video. This has been Luis. Peace.
Next week on Gym Review Adventures, our bodies are done from powerlifting at Primal, but we continue to press on to Texas Strength Systems. Lucky for us, we have accessories programmed for the day. The Strength of Texas, the OG power equipment supplier, a Texas Strength Systems walkthrough. Let's build some muscle.